me just get these little things off. Create, create. That scared the hell out of me. And create. All right. Where you at, Kwame?
You said what? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I just had
Oh,
to.
okay.
All right. Where's my little ad thing at? I got it. I got ads.
No,
No worries. You just a guest. You ain't controlling it. Are you a sports fan? Looking to up the ante on your game? All right. We are live. We are live. Welcome back. Welcome back to the KC Sports Show. I am your host, KC, and joined alongside me is my brother, Kwame. Give a hand clap for my brother, Kwame. He's joining me. This is our special episode.
What's up? What are we talking about today, little bro?
It's all Eagles, all Philly, man. Philly stuff.
Philly?
All Philly. We're gonna start off with the Eagles.
Got a lot to talk about. We're winning.
Yeah, and then we're gonna talk about your sorry ass Sixers.
We might as well talk about Miami too while we're on the topic.
I ain't got no shame in my team. I have no shame in my team.
I don't know what their record is, but I mean, once the beat gets back, hopefully we catch up to them.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Before we get started, we do got sponsors. Bet US, code down below to get 125% off your first bet. Also, Factor 75. Use my code to get 50% off your first order. It's Factor, eat healthy and whatnot. All right, so again, this is the KC Sports Show. We're gonna get right into the topics. First topic we got Eagles. Trouble in the locker room. Issues in the locker room. Kwame, come talk to me about these Eagles, man. This is our beloved team.
I don't see it as trouble. I just see it as a wake up call coming from within. It looks like we did have some issues with the passing game, but we're winning. Jaylen Hurts is a winner. He's my quarterback, as T.O. would say. But
hey, wait. We got to address and that was funny. I don't know if you saw that tweet that T.O. talked. He had subtweeted the interview with A.J. Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That shit was hella funny. It was like, I wish I had the tweet saved, but it was just like, come on, man. Y'all still going at it. It's 20 years now. And you guys are still going at it. Y'all can't kiss and make up.
T.O. has a point. I think McNabb missed his opportunity by being, I ain't gonna call him selfish, but he should have been accommodating. Let's put it like that. You got a star player, you got, a 99 on Madden coming to you, and at the middle of your career, you better be a little bit more accommodating than trying to ostracize him. I'll say that.
Ostracize him.
Just like AJ. AJ is a 99 to me. I don't know what his Madden ratings are right now, but he's a 99. So, and he's performing. T.O. perform. It's not like they're coming out there not doing their job. They're catching everything. They're breaking tackles. They're saving games.
Yeah.
They're game changers. So you got to treat them accordingly. And they're not divas. I mean, T.O. didn't ask for much. He just wanted the damn ball. When you gave it to him, he was effective. He's not like Stephon Diggs, where Allen was throwing him the ball last year.
Forcing the ball. He was forcing the ball.
He would drop it every now and then. Yeah. So, I mean, it was a weird situation, but I think A.J. Brown was right. I think this time it was motivation more so than, kind of jabbing at Jaylen and the offense. It was more so motivation, and it works,
I mean, because for 3 games, it was less than 200 yards passing. I think we relied too much on Saquon, like his legs.
I wouldn't say we relied too much on him. How do you put it? Saquon is working, so
he's working.
He was working, and maybe they were covering the receivers a little bit more. I think that's what it was. They were covering the receivers a little bit more, playing more cover 2. and just saying, hey, we're going to give you the run game. But now maybe it's changed to where they're saying, hey, we're going to stop the run game,
Uh-huh.
and y'all going to have to beat us on the outside. So the good thing is we can go back and forth.
I mean, okay, so I think it is a good thing that we kind of balance everything out going into, the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're looking at we could be a number one seed depending on how this whole Detroit Vikings thing
I
kind of.
don't, I
You don't
don't
think
think it's
so?
happening. Yeah, because it's Detroit, then Minnesota, then us. So we need a lot of things to come our way to get that number one seed. I mean, if it happens, I'm happy, but I think we can win out. This weekend is the last tough game with Washington
Yeah,
here in DC,
they play us hard
which
every
I do
time.
live in Maryland, just in case anybody's inquiring. But we can win out. We got an easy schedule, but I'm not shooting for number one. We're gonna be number two seed
I don't
or number
know.
three, however it works out.
We might be able to get it. I say
I want to hold on quick. I want to throw in my sponsor, Stanley Cups. They're not sponsoring this, but maybe they will. And give me another cup. I chipped it up here. I dropped it at the airport. So,
a,
cool.
unsponsored sponsorship. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at
Yeah, Stanley
it.
Cup. Stanley Cup.
So basically, I'm looking at the team and I feel like they were just kind of like BSing with us. AJ and Hurt Jaylen. Jaylen don't really got a personality, in my personal opinion, or he's just so stoic. You can't really read his face. Like he'll go do
Yeah,
an interview and it's just like stone cold. Like
yeah.
I don't really know
I
what's
mean,
going.
I mean that's who he is. You can't take it away from him. I mean, ultimately, who he is a winner. The
Yeah,
dude has won at every level. But I always go back to what Nick Saban did in the championship game is he pulled them because Jalen doesn't. I mean, I don't know if he's ever won a championship. Maybe he did in high school. I'm not sure. I might have to look that up. But he just can't get it over the hump. He did it in the Super Bowl. But I mean, that was a great game, the greatest Super Bowl in the history of mankind to me, even
yeah.
better than the one we won. But he just couldn't get over the hump. But I think he will take us back.
I think he will too. I got strong confidence, and if it's not him, it's gonna be Saquon. Which thank you Giants, thank you so much.
Yeah, the Giants. Let's talk about the Giants.
Okay, I'm with you.
Uh,
Let's go. What you
the
got?
Giants, they were my Christmas gift this year. They gave us our Christmas gift early back in March. Um, we thank you, Giants fans, for sacrificing everything you had. Because Saquon was everything the Giants were, and they gave him to us. I can't think of any other transaction that was. I mean, the other transaction I think back on, and I'm a Philly sports man. So when we gave Charles Barkley to the Phoenix Suns around the year you were born, it was like '93. That was another great giveaway, but that was a trade. We didn't get him for nothing, But
Yeah.
jeez. But
Nah,
thank you guys, fans.
yeah, no, I think this will go down as one of the dumbest trades. No, not even trades. Dumbest releases and acquisitions in history. One,
Yeah,
you let him come across the bridge to Philly, and
yeah,
two, my thing is with that, it was $2 million more. He
yeah,
didn't even want that much money. It was $2 million more that you could have paid him to keep him there. Yet you wanted to spend your money on what you spent your money on, Daniel Jones, who ain't even there anymore. So I'll be shocked if the Giants keep their GM. Somebody got to get fired.
Well, yeah, the GM is the worst GM of all time for the past 20 years. So he got to go. If he has a job there, that's crazy.
He got to
Um,
go. He got to
I
go.
think you need to apply for the Giants GM job at this point.
I was sabotaged inside. Dude. What?
We are we are way more qualified to make the easiest decision in franchise history to keep Saquon than he is.
I got a conspiracy theory that I've been floating around, and I feel like nobody's really listening to it. It hasn't really took
Yeah.
legs. The Daniel Jones pick, I don't understand. I had to dig deeper into this Daniel Jones pick. Like, what made you invest so much into a Duke quarterback who hasn't had a winning season at Duke? Who, I mean, I don't even know where the acquisition just came from the fact that he went to a Peyton Manning camp. That and the relationship he got with the Mannings, like,
I mean,
what's up with that?
I will say that quarterback is the hardest position to succeed at. I mean, you look at this year's draft class, you got Caleb Williams, number one. You got, Daniels, what's his name?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, who's looking to be the star. Then you got Bo Nix. You got Michael Penix, who's about to get his opportunity.
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
The guy from Minnesota, who he's hurt.
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, and I think that was all 5 that were taken in the first round. But I mean, Bo Nix, he's doing good, and also Jaden Daniels, but the other guys might not make.
Hey, but this is why everybody said you should have just kept Justin Fields. You're plugging and playing him in the same spot. It don't even matter. Like,
yeah, but I think Justin Fields was more so like his contract. Like, do you pay him or do you not pay him? Caleb Williams got all the tools in the world to succeed. Why he's not, I don't know.
They don't got a line. They don't have a line. That's the issue.
He got offensive weapons on the outside.
Yeah, but if you can't get the ball out to anybody, or you don't got enough time, you got to scramble it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense. Hey, at this point, Chicago is just like a dead space. It ain't even worth going to. You know what I'm saying?
No, they can fix it with the proper coach. Did you watch I think it was Monday night or Sunday Night Football where they threw out their what's the coach from the 49ers? What's his name?
Oh, Mike Shanahan? Not Mike.
Kyle
Shanahan.
Yeah,
Kyle Shanahan.
They threw out the idea of trading for him. That might make sense, but I don't think Kyle Shanahan going anywhere.
James Reno says,
coach for him, I think
"Fly,
they
Glass,
can
fly."
be successful. We got 2 more years, but this year was clearly a failure. Eberflus was, I don't know what he was on. I don't think he had control of that team.
He didn't.
And you need I threw this out there to my buddies the other day. Let's bring back Mike Singletary.
What? No.
Bring back Mike Singletary.
No. We don't need to bring back Mike Singletary.
In the locker room.
No.
And Caleb Williams is going to be focused on football.
Bring back Lovie Smith. They was winning. Lovie Smith didn't have a losing record. They went to the Super Bowl. I was just like, I'm confused. Why'd y'all fire Lovie Smith? It was working.
Is Lovie? Well, Lovie is probably in some mall in Chicagoland playing Santa Claus right now. He probably has some kids sitting on his lap. He is not thinking about football. Or the last job he had, wasn't that Illinois?
No, the last job he had was with the Texans, and they fired him shortly after the horrible. Listen, they be setting the black coaches up for the picks because Lovie Smith went to that situation. Come on, Kwame, don't do that. Kwame.
Yeah, but he got paid.
Come on.
You can set me up you set me up right now. You can put me anywhere.
Man.
You give me $5 million to take a job for a year and go home, I'll take it.
They set that man up for the ultimate pick. Like, bro, he didn't have nothing at the look. They wanted him to lose. He was like, lose? It was a lose situation. They was like,
he was the one that won the game at the end.
Yes. They told him not to win. They was trying to get pick position. They was trying to get draft position, and he went and won the game. It was just what?
That was dumb on his part. At
what?
Some point, yeah.
Come on, bro.
You gotta. Hey, if you're the future there and you're trying to play for the number 1 pick, you gotta. Just like the Sixers. All right, let's transition to a little bit of Sixers talk real fast. So everybody is like, we need to die for Cooper. What's his name?
Cooper Flag. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to sit everybody, but I don't agree with that. I think we could come back and make the playoffs.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that.
We'll get to it, but back to football. Let's talk about some of the positives. Let's talk about some of the positives on our squad.
What's the positives? I'm listening.
One of the positives that I've seen or I saw this past Saturday or Sunday was Kenneth Gainwell.
Kenneth Gainwell?
Yeah. Did you see his activity? Saquon got hurt for a little bit, or I think I don't know what happened to him, but he was out for the second for a majority of the first half after he took a hit from Micah Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, that nasty hit.
Yeah,
Also,
he took
James
that.
Reno, I see you down in the comments. Brian Dawkins will never be the head coach of the Eagles. I'm sorry. But go ahead, Kwame. I'm sorry.
So he took that hit. Kenneth Gainwell came in there, kind of to fill in for Saquon, and I think Kenneth Gainwell is learning a lot from Saquon. Um, he has some moves, and he moved like I never saw him move before. But I know we're
I,
going to lose him in the off season because we can't afford to pay him. But
who, Gainwell?
yeah,
No, I think Gainwell, because I do recall Saquon saying something about Kenneth Gainwell is one of the hardest workers he's seen in the locker room besides himself. And
yeah.
I'm glad that Saquon is rubbing off him, but you can't replace Saquon, bro. I'm
No,
sorry.
you can't.
It's hard to even replicate that. I think that if without Saquon, our season would have been a lot rougher if we had to really depend on Hurts' arm. And
Yeah, we would have had to. We would have looked like last year at the end of the year where we were struggling to win games, even though it was still close games. But I'm a lot more confident that the defense is playing better this year.
they are,
And we
yeah, your
got-
boys. Your boys, what's the boy named Quantono? What's his name?
Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell and our white chocolate brothers in the city.
What do they call them? They call themselves the something whites. I'm trying to remember what they call themselves. The geez, I need to have my screen up.
Oh man,
the something whites. Somebody help me out. I forgot what they were, but they both of them are good athletes.
They are great athletes. We haven't seen
Blankenship and what's his name? 33. What's his name?
I forgot his name too because they was high on him on the draft boards. I was like, what?
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, Cooper DeJean. Yeah. I remember a couple years ago we was talking about it, and it was a comment about. Wait, so if we had the white versus blacks, like who are y'all safeties?
That's what I think they go by the exciting whites.
Hey, look, we haven't had a fire cornerback since Jason Sehorn.
Yeah, Jason Sehorn. Yeah.
Oh man.
Cooper DeJean has a rare combination of speed, great reaction time, and he's powerful. And he's not scared. Like dude is nice. I just hope he does. He needs to get off the punt return team because we don't need him to get hurt. Let somebody else do that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
cool. But Quinyon Mitchell also. We found something there.
Yeah.
Nolan Smith. The reemergence of Nolan Smith is something
I'm shocked
that we don't talk about enough. He is really played. He's played very, very well.
But he was a first round draft pick. I'm just saying, even though he went late, super late, but still.
I think a knock on him in the past was he was too small or something.
Yeah, like that. But he ran a 4.3.
Yeah. And he's not scared. He gonna get in there. I think he got a sack this Sunday.
Hell, I think on one of them games, like 2 games ago, he got like 2 sacks, and they were talking about it. I was like, if you give him some time, he will develop, and he can be a monster. He just isn't as big.
The MVP of the team outside of Saquon this year, Vic Fangio.
Oh, our defensive coordinator?
Yeah, because the dude from last year, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he was playing Madden or something.
He was, bro. I mean, but he was kind of thrust in there after our offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator both left. So, and then our offensive coordinator that we got to replace him was horrible. I was like, bro, who is this guy? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
I blame some of that on Jaylen.
A lot of it can be blamed on, but I'll give Jaylen a mulligan though. A few of those games, because we had last year, it was the same thing. We were going down the streak, 9 games straight, and Jaylen was the one to pull off of those. Like that one game versus the Bills last year, that was Jaylen. Jaylen put the team on his back.
Yeah. No, Jaylen again. Jaylen he's great. He's a great quarterback, but he's yet to prove if he has that to get us over the top.
He ain't got that killer instinct.
He's remember that game manager conversation they were having a few months back?
Yeah.
He's a game manager that has the ability to be a game changer, but he'd rather stay in game manager. It's like he's playing Madden on the PS5 without holding the turbo button. He is not accelerating. He's just like, oh, I'm just gonna jog,
But
But that's what Jalen Hurts is.
My biggest knock on Jalen is, bro, like, when it come time to like actually throw the ball, we need you versus you running the ball. But then you need to find that balance between when get the hell out of the pocket or throw that mug. If it's wide open, it's wide open. The first game of the Packers game, I was just like, this is a bad sign. You missed AJ Brown wide open in the back of the end zone. And I'm just trying to figure out, like,
hey, I was there.
Oh yeah, you was in Brazil. Yeah.
I don't give a damn what we did. We won. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but it was. But you know how it is. The first 5 games of the season, everybody feeling each other out. We could have lost. We really should have lost to the Packers. If the Packers if the Packers were the Packers of today, that first game, we would have lost that game. We would have lost.
The Saquon factor kicked in.
Bro.
We did not have Saquon that game, or we did not have Saquon this year. Saquon probably built us out about 5 games this year.
He did.
Those explosive runs and him just taking over the game in the second half. So we got to be honest about that. We did not have that last year. We needed it towards the end. And let me say this: Swift was not a bad running back.
He was.
I don't think our coaches had confidence in using him. But he ain't no Saquon either. He was probably Gainwell 2.0. They were the same running back.
Swift was a good like scat back. I mean, he was good out in the flats. He really, to me, he really wasn't like a traditional back. You know what I mean? He wasn't.
We didn't throw to him. He was underutilized. When we did use him, he was effective. But for some reason, they just. And also another thing, Jaylen Hurts was hurt last year.
James Reno says,
he was not
no way Eagles and Packers now. Eagles still win.
Same intensity as he did the year before. And I think now he's learned to get down very fast. But I don't care what nobody say. He was hurt last year. Something was wrong with him because he was off big time.
Yeah, I agree. James Reno said no way the Eagles will lose to the Packers still. Nah, man, I'm sticking to my guns. If the Packers play if they play the way they're playing right now versus that first game, they'd have blown us out. They'd have beat us.
But hey, it happened.
I'm just saying.
We won. So you can't take revisionist history. We won. It's over with. In the conversation. Don't talk about coulda, woulda, shoulda. We won.
All I know is come playoff time, hey, just don't deviate from the plan. If we gotta depend on Saquon's legs, then do it. I don't care. I don't care about if we got 50 yards passing. If Saquon wins us the game, that's what we gotta do. 300, 400 yards, I don't care. Use him.
But the thing about it in the playoffs is the good defenses are there. We're not playing the Bears. I mean, we're not playing the Giants, or who else do we got? We got another easy game. Oh,
we got Cowboys. We still got Cowboys. We still got them left. We got all the. I ain't gonna say trash. Washington's the only team we got left, and the Giants.
Yeah, Washington should be. I mean, Washington is a 50-50 game to me right now.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna win, but we're here. I heard Brian Robinson say today that they're the better team. He's drunk. He's drunk high or something. He really can't believe that himself. But this is a tough game this weekend. Even though we should beat them by 10.
But you know Washington always plays us tough. Even like what was that? The Super Bowl run year, bro. They went crazy on us. It was like what?
Well, we played down. Like there's no way we should have been that close with Carolina. We let up off the gas, and that's what I blame.
That scared me. I ain't gonna lie. That game scared me.
Jaylen Hurts has to put his foot on the gas early in the game. That's one of his other faults. We only have one touchdown in the first quarter or something like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's him playing scary. Like everybody calls it out. It's like, bro, you have the tools. You don't have to pussyfoot around in the first quarter. You trying to fill out defenses, man, just go crazy. And you are scared to turn over the. Like, that's the thing. I feel like Jaylen Hurts listens too much to the outside noise, bro. Just play your game and go crazy.
But that's his game manager.
Man.
That's his game manager. He's not going to do anything to get us behind.
James Wilson says,
token in that first quarter,
FLYYYY guy fly.
Get us ahead. That's his game.
I don't like that game, man. We gotta play a little bit. Like, you gotta knock them in the mouth, because when playoff time come up, we got teams like the Vikings. So if I look at the landscape of the entire playoff, or who's gonna be in there, if we look at that defenses, Vikings defense is decent, actually pretty good. Detroit is hurt, so we can probably run through them. Who else?
Let's pause to talk about Detroit.
Wait.
Detroit. That's my second team by marriage. My wife is from Detroit, so I have adopted them as team number 2.
I don't want to hear nothing about that time I got a Michael Vick jersey.
No, I mean, my wife, she's an Eagle. Fly, Eagles, fly. My son, he's an Eagle. Die hard. So I got to do the right thing. I'm a Michigan State fan. That's her alma mater. And, I'm a Michigan State fan because I help pay her student loans there. So I feel
I know James, he's a traitor.
If you ever pay thousands and thousands of somebody, you feel vested into that institution. So I'm a Sparty now. But Detroit is my number 2 team. But what's their coach's name? What's his name? He's running them in the ground.
Who?
What's his name? What's the coach's name?
That's with Michigan right now?
No, with Detroit. Detroit's coach.
Why am I drawing a blank on his name too?
Yeah.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Dan Campbell is running those guys into the ground. To have 20 guys on IR tells me they're practicing too hard.
They hard. They going hard.
They doing everything too hard. He got to ease up on those guys. There's no way you should have 20 guys on IR on the defensive side of the ball and like 6 starters. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Ewing, I see your comment, and yes, the defense for the Eagles is playing pretty good. I still say it'll be a close game with the Green Bay. Everybody's flaming me in the comments about that Green Bay comment. I don't care. I said what I said. I'm a pessimist when it comes to my team.
Stop lying to yourself.
I'm a pessimist when it comes to my team, man. Unless we win that, John, man, I don't care. But anyway, back to I agree with you. Dan Campbell is probably running them into the ground. And on top of that, he's a player's player. So, he's a coach's player. So they want to play extra hard for him. Because even now, I just saw a comment, Montgomery talking about he going to skip season-ending injury for his knee to try to come back. I'm like, bro, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, those guys, he's an ultimate motivator, but he going to run them into the ground. I don't see him lasting like 5 years there because it ain't gonna be nobody left.
Yeah, it's a telltale sign.
Somebody's gonna die on the field.
His window was last year. He messed that up last year in the NFC Championship when he kept going for them 2-point. I'm like, bro, why are you kick the ball?
I like
the ball. This ain't Madden. Kick the ball.
You got to understand the history of Detroit football. They ain't never won nothing in the NFL. They won. The old stuff. Like,
don't matter.
Used to be able to brag about having a chance. They ain't never won a playoff game until Dan Campbell. I think they won back in the 90s or something like that. I used to be a Detroit fan. I used to be a big Detroit fan when Barry Sanders was there, but Barry quit.
Hey, they made Megatron quit too.
Barry tapped out. Calvin Johnson.
Megatron quit. He said, yo, look. And he's still holding the grudge. He like, I love Detroit, but I just don't love this organization, bro. Like, y'all did me dirty. And
they're not there to win.
No, they weren't. Nah. Yeah, so, he did change. Dan Campbell did change the whole organization around in terms of the culture. But you might have a point. That's the first point I've ever heard somebody say about the practicing. He might be doing it, and that's why we got 20 injured players.
20 guys. Like, you think about it with our team with the Eagles, how many guys we have? We got Brandon Graham out.
Yeah, but he's
Who
old.
else is out? Oh, here's a good one. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Where's James Bradbury? I say he's in witness protection program.
They
We
doing.
ain't seen the dude. I don't even think he got social media no more.
They were doing him like they doing Kadarius Toney. They like, hey, bruh. Hey, you heard Super Bowl? This nigga. Hey, he went on social media. Was like, what? I ain't hurt. Yeah. The day of the Super Bowl, he's on IR. What?
Where is he? If anyone out there knows where James Bradbury is, please let us know and tell him we love him.
He on the practice squad, man. Playing.
Where is he?
He's
not even on the sideline. There has been no report about James Bradbury coming back from his pinky injury or whatever he had.
They giving him the Eli Apple treatment. Now, and at least Eli Apple was starting at some point. It was just like, bro, come on, man, come on. But and he really just got a bad rep after that Super Bowl, man. You can't.
No, I mean he fell off. Like Bradbury fell off last year. He was the Super Bowl year. He was great.
Yeah,
but last year he was trash. He was hot garbage.
We could have said the same thing about CJ for a minute. CJ was looking like that.
No.
CJ, see, come on, man, don't do that. CJ was looking crazy a little bit in the beginnings. CJ, he was getting burnt. He got burnt that Tampa Bay game.
Defense got burned. You can't just blame. I mean, the coordinator was telling him to do some crazy stuff because everybody out there was looking like, even Slade was like looking lost, and that's crazy because it was.
I don't know.
You should never get a job in the NFL again, because we were awful. I mean, we had talent out there.
No, we got. I'm definitely appreciating the talent we got on the defense, especially the secondary. That'd be our crux sometimes. It'd be like, bro, like I don't like high scoring games because if we got to depend on the last minute pass from Jaylen, bro, that it's gonna look ugly. I don't want that. So thank God we getting together.
Let's stay on the defense. Jaylen Carter. I think he is the next great defensive tackle in the league. Nobody can stop that dude. All they can do is hold him.
Yeah.
He is held every game.
Yep.
He's double teamed every play. And when he wants to make a play, he does it. What was the guy for the Rams, Aaron Donald, that just retired?
Yeah.
He doesn't have Aaron Donald's motor, but he's doing something up there.
Yeah, you know he's going crazy, yeah. He's kind of like a Chris Jones comp. Like I compare him to Chris Jones, in terms of the strength. Not as much as the motor. Like Aaron Donald was fast.
I'll put him in Ndamukong Suh. Young Ndamukong Suh. Because Ndamukong Suh was dominant at all times. And that's what Jaylen Carter. Last year he only played like 60% of the plays. This year he's playing 100%. He ain't coming off the field.
I mean,
that's a big change.
We got him and what was the other first round draft pick defensive tackle we got? Davis. Yeah. Both of them, Davis has really grown into his position as nose.
Davis was always there. He's a big dude. He's strong. You can't move him. It's just that he ain't going to get after the quarterback.
No, he just really there to disrupt. He playing a true zero. He a true zero at heart. He ain't there to make sacks, and he's just there to take up space for the linebackers. But Carter, man, that is the biggest. Listen, 3 years ago, I was ready to cut off Howie Roseman as our GM.
Yeah, I remember those conversations.
I was ready. Like, dog, we missed out on Justin Jefferson for Jalen Reagor? What? Yeah, bro, are you serious? I'm still mad.
That might have been right below Saquon acquisition, as like the Giants made a dumb move there. Howie made a horrible move.
Horrible move, bro.
There was one other draft pick that might have been worse. I don't know if you remember this dude, Danny Watkins. That might have been Andy Reid's last draft pick.
Danny Watkins,
27 years old, coming out of college. He was a fireman, and we drafted him in the first round. I don't know if he played like 10 plays for us, but he was awful. He might have been the only guy worse than Jalen Reagor.
Dog, I was sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, Howie Roseman is trying to he's trying to self-sabotage this team Because you LSU's team should have been tucking off the board in the first 10 picks. What are we talking about?
I mean, I don't think anybody saw Justin Jefferson coming. Like Jamar Chase, did anybody see that? You know?
But that was a year later.
Chase was special when he was at LSU because it was him and Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But Jefferson, I don't remember that from him at LSU.
Bro, no. LSU, Jefferson and Chase were like, bro, it was just like, it was a two-headed monster. And that's why Burrow was so nasty.
It was more back. I think they were like 4 deep as far as stars, but the other guys, you know, LSU is being known as DBU.
Yeah.
But their wide receivers, Malik Neighbors, is kind of nice. It's another one.
It's another one that's coming out. There's another one that's coming out this year. Oh my God.
Butte's in the league. Remember, Butte was the other guy. He was a star.
Yeah.
But he kind of crashed out in the NFL. But
they got Kyron. What was it? I forgot his name. Kyron Jones, or he's playing with LSU now. He's probably gonna be a first round. They got 2 receivers right now that's gonna come out and be at least a late first round pick. So LSU got wide receivers out the wazoo right now. Right behind. Let me see. Alabama. They not really.
Alabama got one more year of putting stars in the league, and I think everything's going to even out. Where is the next superpower going to be from in college? That's the question. Because I don't know if Georgia could hold the title. Alabama fell off because Saban left.
Yeah.
It's who got the most money.
That's the real question. Who has the biggest bag? Because that's the reason why Nick Saban got out. He said, "I'm cool. I can't do this. If I can't convince you to come off the strength of the program, it's not about. I'm not going to bribe you to come here to my program, to this university, to get a college education and become a good football player. You know, eventually we're going to start seeing burnouts at a faster rate than what we would normally see them, because you got these guys who are like, I just seen like 10 transfers from big schools, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, where's the development at? This is the problem the NBA's having, where you got cats that aren't staying in college long enough to develop a game. They just going straight into the NBA, and ain't no real fundamentals. It's just talent-based and a little bit of fundamentals. Now, we want to see that in college football, too.
The NBA is turning to trash. Too many three-point shooters. I think the Boston Celtics the other night put up 65 threes in a game.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. It's
that's
trash.
Crazy. And that's all the game is now, shooting threes.
Well, since we can move forward from our Eagles, unless you got a hot take for our Eagles debate.
No, we covered.
All right, so
of course I'll go back, but
yeah. All right, so we're gonna move forward to his. I have long since reformed myself from being a 76ers fan. For those who don't know, when the 76ers decided they wanted to get rid of Allen Iverson, I decided to take my talents elsewhere too, in terms of being a fan.
Beach.
Yes, to South Beach, right to South Beach. I couldn't do it. I was an AI fan, and then the only person who got us to the finals, they decided, hey man, look, we done put enough with your shenanigans. Take your ass to Denver. We don't want you no more. I couldn't do it.
Diehard, yeah, being born and raised, and that's all I know. I'm diehard till the day I die. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. I lost my son to the Lakers.
KJ's a Lakers fan.
Yeah, it's tough. But I'm just trying to make sure he's a Kobe Bryant Lakers fan and not a LeBron James.
He's a LeBron James. Listen, all the new age kids. How? You showed him film?
No, I mean,
he just looked up.
My son comes in the morning when he wakes up. He wakes up about 6:30. He goes and watch old Lakers, Sixers, Celtics finals of Kobe Bryant. I'm hoping that he picks up some Kobe Bryant skills, but we'll see. But yeah, he's an old school Lakers fan, and as long as it's Kobe, I'm cool with that. But nothing against LeBron, but you cannot like the Lakers because of LeBron, because LeBron is a a hoe. He's a
Now you lucky, you lucky. I'm not a bronsexual. I'm cool. I'm in between. I'm mutual. Oh, Jason Taylor. The KC just stands for my first and middle initial. It's not Kansas City. It's just KC. Just my middle initial. But back to my point. Listen, LeBron is LeBron, bro. I'm not gonna hate on him.
LeBron is one of the great. He is one of the greats. Top 5. But and he's a great guy. He's a great role model. But the being a hoe for teams.
How is he a hoe for teams though? Where's this statement coming from?
He was chasing the ring. He was a hobo. He's on your couch for the ring.
Wait. He chasing rings?
Yes.
Come on, bro.
He left Cleveland to go to Miami
because Cleveland wasn't getting him anything. Why would I stay in a team that's not getting me weapons or something to help me? I'm putting the whole team on my back. I'm supposed to stay here?
The real ones build where they are. That's what makes you a real one.
Bro, that's the reason why mugs don't be having rings when they want to say loyalty. What? Patrick Ewing stayed with the New York Knicks and then get shit. Ain't get nothing.
LeBron is great. But he would have been the GOAT if he would have made all of his accomplishments at Cleveland and not gone somewhere to do it. I'll say that.
This is where I have to defend LeBron, and I hate the fact that I have to defend LeBron because it just makes it puts me in the ethosphere with the LeBron sexuals that love LeBron. So here's my take on it, and I'll be right about my takes because I said something about Damian Lillard in the same breath. Like, why would you stay with a team that's not getting you anything? It doesn't make sense. So yes, I'm leaving to go to. It ain't even about the money. I'm leaving.
Let's not get it confused. Nobody's saying Dame Lillard is top 5, maybe not even top 10 point guard of all time.
Yeah,
he is very total different. No,
but I'm saying
KD maybe
who?
But Damian Lillard is not top. KD, you can say, why did you leave? You could have been.
No, KD was a hoe for that. I will agree with you. KD was a hoe for that. KD was a hoe for that. That was hoish moves because your team you went to the opposition. You weren't even supposed to go do that. So that's hoe moves.
LeBron did?
No, LeBron didn't because the Heat weren't opposition. When did the Cavaliers ever see the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals? Never.
Yeah, but
never. It was always them and the Celtics. I can see if you would have said, okay, LeBron going to the Celtics to team up with KG and Paul Pierce, then okay, whole moves. But you going to a Miami Heat team with the D-Wade with 3 knee surgeries, a Chris Bosh that ain't really there like that, and like a bunch of support players. Come on, what we talking about here? He won the championship with that. He was the focal point of that team. D-Wade said to himself, bro, this ain't my team. This is your team.
He tarnished his legacy.
He didn't tarnish his legacy. I think he I think he.
It's not a big fall. LeBron is still top 5, probably top 3. Realistically, if I'm being real, I have some bias. I'm gonna put MJ. I'm gonna put Jordan.
Goodness.
I'm gonna put Jordan, Kobe, and I'm from Philly, Wilt, Magic, and then LeBron probably sneaks in there.
I always put MJ at the top of my list.
Yeah.
MJ's going to be top. I mean, because objectively looking at what MJ's done, in that time and era, nobody's ever going to do that like he did. There's no.
Yeah, and MJ was loyal. The Wizards didn't count.
Yeah.
That was for ownership, which he didn't get. But the Wizards move didn't count.
Yeah, I don't even like those debates when they try to compare, because like Michael Jordan, that era of basketball was totally different, and for him, he was a killer. He defined killer. So that's why I got Michael Jordan in my list, my number 1. And I was old enough to see it, but not really feel it. Just looking at the highlights, bro, and the documentaries and everything, I was like, nah, bro, there's no comparison. There's absolutely no comparison.
Michael Jordan would be the greatest athlete of all time. And he probably still is. He is. He is the greatest athlete of all time. Tom Brady inserted himself in there from that killer mentality. And Tom Brady is probably the only player where it helped him to leave his team, accomplish something.
No.
And that made him more goatish.
No.
Because he won 6 with the Patriots, right?
No.
And then he got number 7.
No.
Just started over and saying, I can do it by myself. And he did it. In the toughest league, over 40 in the toughest league there is to compete in.
Bro, did you just say Tom Brady is... Did you try to compare Tom Brady to Michael Jordan in greatness?
I'm sorry, but yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me address the comments. Birds, David V. Bob, Birds number 1 in power rankings. Birds. Oh, Eagles. Okay, I thought you were saying Bird, Larry Bird, but Eagles number 1 power rankings. Okay, but listen. All right, so check this out. I have the utmost respect for Tom Brady. I promise I do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's top 5 quarterbacks all time, right? 7 championships. You can't. I don't think we're gonna have anything close to that. 7 championships. But I can't.
Whoa! You can swallow a little harder. You had to take a break because that was a big button. I saw it.
Hey, but
where you going, Wait?
But granted, he did. I'm just saying. This is what I'm saying. There are some asterisks on some of them championships. I ain't never heard no cheating scandal with MJ. I ain't never heard of people watching practices with MJ. I'm just saying.
You can say whatever you want. I mean, yeah, I was all for it. Spygate, that was some BS.
Deflategate, come on now. It's so much shit attached to it, and it's just like the only thing attached to Jordan is the gambling shit. That's all. Only thing attached to Jordan is gambling.
At the end of the day, NFL is a gladiator sport, and it's most physical, most demanding. Tom Brady got it done with 7 different squads, and really, he never had a losing season. He was always in it. People are bringing up Patrick Mahomes. That's BS.
Bro, Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes wins another championship, he's better than Brady already.
No,
he's better than Brady.
That's
my hot take. He is better than. If he wins another championship, he's better than Brady already. He's younger.
Fortunately, the hardware counts in this conversation, and it's not everything, but football's a gladiator sport, and because there was a time where Troy Aikman was considered a GOAT up there, or Terry Bradshaw.
Terry got 5, don't he? He got 5 or 6.
If you look at the tape, Terry was the quarterback on that team, but
he wasn't good like that.
He wasn't the reason why they was winning.
It was the running back.
Troy Aikman, a good cog in the machine, but he wasn't the reason why they were winning. Tom Brady was the reason why they were winning.
I agree. He was the reason. He was definitely the reason.
Scottie Pippen can say all he wants, but
hey man, this is why I hate when it comes to because they be tearing down the black legends. Like, bro, come on, Scottie, shut your ass up. If it wasn't for Jordan, you ain't, bro. Come on now, everybody, shut up.
Scottie took an L on so many different levels. He lost his wife
to Jordan's kid. To Jordan's kid. Jordan's son said, "I'm the GOAT of your wife now."
I don't know who she with at this point, but Scottie Pippen.
What's Jordan's son name?
I'm gonna keep Scottie name out my mouth because it's not much good I can say about that. He was a great defensive player, but there's no way you're doing that without Jordan.
Scottie, you got to shut up, bro.
Phil Jackson wouldn't even give him the game-winning shot when Jordan was going. He gave it to Tony Kukoc.
Oh my God, bro! Come on, man. We can't do that. We gotta stop doing that, disrespecting the GOATs. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect Tom Brady. But the way I be seeing the disrespect put on Jordan, I be like, bro, you guys are crazy.
No one. Jordan he's mythical. LeBron will be mythical too, just like Kobe. Wilt Chamberlain. It's a few guys. Larry Bird also. But I mean, Jordan's the GOAT.
Yeah, Jordan's the GOAT.
Brady. Tom Brady. There was a time, Kuwait, where Tiger Woods was.
is still considered a GOAT in
No,
the
he's
golf.
not.
He's still considered a GOAT.
No,
Why? Wait, in golf? Like, yes, Tiger Woods is still considered a GOAT in that space.
he is in that space, but I could see that being overtaken
By who?
by what's out there now. Don't give me the line, but some of these guys out there now, like this new generation, probably doesn't know who Tiger is. But guess who will be in the minds of everyone forever? Michael Jordan.
I mean, it's brand recognition. If you look at
Michael Jordan.
the man, got a $1 trillion company in shoes. Like, how can he not? His name is brand. Kids, when they 2 and 3 years old, know Michael Jordan's name before they know LeBron James' name. Like,
That's the only reason Tom Brady will never surpass Michael Jordan in his fame. But I just consider Tom Brady someone who's up there with MJ. But Jordan's going to be like the greatest when you talk about sports. Period. Kobe, I love Kobe. He had 5. What did he have? 5 rings.
5 rings, yes.
Yeah, 5 rings.
Two without Shaq, 3 with Shaq.
Yeah, 2 without Shaq. Kobe's a legend, but he ain't no Jordan.
There's not going to ever be another Jordan. That's why it's so disappointing. And if you look at it too, the ratings is not the same because there's not a bone. Like all the legacy acts of like the early 2000s are starting to make their retirement plan. You got LeBron, who is still of that 03 class that's still here.
Hmm.
I don't see anybody from the 03 or 04 class that's still playing. I mean, well, we got Chris Paul still playing. What was Chris Paul, like 05, 06?
Do we really call what Chris Paul is doing playing?
I mean, he's just trying to, I'm not sure what he's doing at this point. He's helping out Wembanyama at this point.
He's tarnishing his legacy at this point.
If he can still use his knees comparably, then
yeah. But there was a point in time where Chris Paul was in the top 5 in conversations, but I think that's not happening anymore. Nobody's doing that anymore.
I like I said, Chris Paul is still doing what he can, and he's still lingering around from that early 2000s team, like 2000s draft on up. You got LeBron, and then it just kind of dwindles away. It's hard.
Man. Why are we talking about Chris Paul? Aren't I here to talk about my Sixers?
Oh yeah, we are to talk about the Sixers. Yeah, my bad, Sixers. Shout out to the Sixers because guess what just happened? The Sixers council just voted to move the damn stadium out of Philly. Now y'all going to South Jersey.
No, we're not. No, the stadium is moving to Chinatown. It was
I'm joking. I just heard that. And
that's going to be that. I mean, we have what you don't know is Chinatown has a subway stop there. That when I was young, we used to skip school and go down to the gallery and run around through that stop. But it's dirty. It's like I don't even think it's open anymore. But I think they're going to clean it up and open it back up. So the logistic nightmare that they were talking about is probably not going to be true. You can't park down there. You probably got to catch the subway or public transportation to get there. But and the gallery is now closed with that stadium coming there.
Caden Williamson says,
now that
Jordan is the GOAT, but LeBron is the best basketball player ever.
Wait, they closed down the Galleria?
Yeah, it's like open, but it ain't what it used to be. It's like all low budget stores in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Like the underground in Atlanta. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm about to turn the Sixers game on now.
Well, just to see them lose, we were supposed to talk about the Sixers. Yeah, Embiid's out for maybe a week. I did see something that said that he might be back in a week or two because he got like a sinus fracture. And then your boy, what's his name? The rookie, Jared McCain. Jared McCain.
I think he had I think he's eligible to come back.
Yeah, they haven't like declared it a season-ending injury, They just said that he can make a comeback. Even he was on pace too. He was leading the Sixers.
It was sad because he was going to be rookie of the year.
Yeah, he was going to be rookie of the year. Yeah. Because he had like field goal percentage like 46.5%. He was going crazy.
Yeah, he was legit. What's crazy is when he was at Duke, I didn't even see him.
I didn't see him either.
I thought he was just a system player that but
I had no idea. He's a TikTok sensation though. He's going crazy.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that.
Hey, that's what your Sixers are known for, man. He making them dances, them suspect dances, man.
I mean, he's being himself. He seems like a good kid.
Yeah.
He's been, and what I gotta realize also is these kids are different than when I grew up. These days.
Everything's different, man. Even for me, I'm like, bro, this is totally different. The celebrations are a little bit more jovial, a little bit more you know the word I'm looking for. Let's just say happy. Zesty. Yes, perfect word. Zesty. Yes, these are some very zesty celebrations I've been seeing as of lately in college football and regular football, and not used to it. But hey,
it's nothing wrong with that. It's just the kids are different. Even the music that the kids listen to is different. That's how I know I'm old, and that's why I bow out of a lot of conversations. My son comes home and he says, "What is he tried to call me bro the other day?" And of course, I wasn't having that.
Yeah,
I'm an old guy now, so.
Yeah, I think I'll probably be the same way. I'm like, nah, we gonna use respect around here. Like it's music. I was hearing like a debate about like NBA YoungBoy versus Tupac and like who had
What's
better.
Crazy is I cannot name one NBA Young. It may be one song I know of NBA YoungBoys, but
they was just trying to compare impact on two. I'm like, bro, that's not even the same. Like, there's no way. Like, no, this ain't for real, bro. Cause I was still around. I was born when Tupac was up, and like he died when I was like 6 or 7. But I'm just saying, there's no way you gonna try to compare NBA YoungBoy to Tupac in any sense of the word, because the influence is it expands well past just your little bubble.
Yeah,
talking about NBA.
I won't even try to speak on them because I'm just going to age myself, and it's going to be pretty bad. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't know who's watching this, but
all ages, man. Hey, I age myself. Hey, I don't care. Hey, I'm a worldly man. I listen to all the new music and the old music. I find myself going back to Digital Underground sometimes. You know, Nas. I'm of what was Nas's first album? It was written. It was written. Yeah, that's me. That's my jam.
Life is a bitch till you die.
Yeah. What do I think about Drake? Drake is a great. I'm never going to hate on Drake. I don't like the hate that's given on him. He's provided us 15 summers of classics, so we're not going to do that.
I just pray for peace in the Middle East and peace in the rap game. Those guys, get over your feelings. It makes the game fun to compete and talk about each other. Don't sue. That was the ultimate sucker move.
He didn't sue Kendrick. He sued the record label. He said,
"I don't care. Like, that's not hip hop.
He sued the record.
Not hip hop. That is not hip hop. I don't have much to say on the topic, but that is not hip hop. That is anti-hip hop.
That's business wars. He's beyond hip hop at this point. He is a business. He don't care nothing about hip hop.
We don't know. That is not part of hip hop.
He is well beyond this. He is.
You do not
ascended.
You do not. Like, imagine if people went to rap battles and started suing for libel for all the lies that was told. We wouldn't have a rap battle. Because that's all it is lies and rumors that you bring them up.
But you know what you're getting in when you go to a rap battle. If you're going against Arsenal or somebody, you know he's going to be disrespectful. Let him find out you got about your dead mom or something, he's going to be disrespectful. That's the whole point.
If you come at Kendrick, and what do you expect him not to come back?
Okay, so the waters were muddy when y'all started putting in the kids and the wives and all that. That was when the waters got muddy.
You can't do that.
Drake did that.
That was started back when what's his name? Malice did that.
Who?
No, what's his name?
Oh, you talking about Pusha T?
Yeah, Pusha T did that. That was the kill shot.
Pusha T, but that's not his beef though. He doesn't inherit anything from Kendrick.
That was a kill shot. It ended.
But nah, bro. I'm not one of those people that just like, oh yeah, Drake got killed. That ain't right that you gonna bring somebody's kids into it and then try to call him an illegitimate father because he ain't bringing his kids. Bro, that's like, first of all, the lyrics were whack. The song was whack. Drake had a better diss song.
It's not the fact that any of it's factual. That's not what it is. It's just the creativity of how it was put together.
It was just trash.
And, it was good music, get us a good laugh. It was a good comeback. That's all it was. We're not saying that this stuff is true about. We don't know Drake. We don't know Tupac.
I'm not even saying it's true.
We just saying that, for the art of hip hop, the comeback real fast, the flow, the creativity, it was pure hip hop. But to sue, oh my God.
Man, it's a power move. It ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. He ain't suing Kendrick, he's suing the labels.
I don't care.
But
man.
He is hypocritical because the labels did the same thing for him as they doing to Kendrick. So I don't really, I mean, well, that's the extent of our hip hop knowledge. You go to another show about that, but we talking about sports here. But and speaking of sports, your Sixers are 8-16 right now.
Are they playing right now? I was trying to turn over to see if they were on. I thought no, they play tomorrow night. I'm sorry.
They're 8-16. It don't matter, Kwame. Y'all, you guys aren't going anywhere.
Dude, we 8 games behind 500.
You're in the East. The East is trash. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are y'all behind Miami?
We're going to make it. We're going to make the playoffs.
Y'all behind Miami.
We're going to make the playoffs.
You're behind Miami, brother.
You do realize 10 teams make the playoffs. And that's another thing.
That's another thing. Yeah. That's another thing, bro. This say, hey, man, listen, I said this years ago. I said, hey, the more we add on teams to playoffs, it's not going to mean anything. It's not going to be cutthroat. I said the same thing about college football. I said college football is trash because back in the day, let me get this off. College football is trash because back in the day when we had those hard-nosed teams, one loss was a death sentence. It was either you win or you lose and don't even think about it. I'm saying
I like what college football did.
I don't like that, bro.
Back in the day, like you really got to think about it. Like it was a popularity contest of how Nebraska. I'm a Nebraska fan.
Oh man, I was just watching highlights of Miami whoop that ass too. It was great. Yeah, the 0-1 championship.
The greatest game this year was Georgia Tech versus Miami. Let's go ahead and play that.
Wait.
We need to cover that topic.
Why you gotta do that, man? Why you gotta do that, bro?
Do we?
What?
Do we want to go there?
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, go ahead, man.
Saying. So, Miami, what bowl are they?
The Pop-Tart bar. Yeah, the Pop-Tart bar. Pop-Tart bowl, whatever.
Are you excited about that?
Hey, man, I'm happy for Cam Ward that he getting attention and he getting, probably going to be a first-round draft pick. Shout out to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for Cam too, but the Pop-Tart bowl, is that really?
I don't know why they named it the Pop-Tart bowl. It just seems so cheap and not even worth.
And still eat Pop-Tart?
I haven't seen a Pop-Tart in stores in 15 years, to be honest with you. I guess
Miami's going to bring Pop-Tarts back, but yeah, the playoff is good. They should have been doing this a long time ago because it was a popularity contest between the number 1 and number 2 team, who was undefeated. This is going to feel more natural. The NFL, they have it. They have a good business model. College football realizes that, and they're trying to capitalize on it. But this is the best way to do it. Let teams win out, not guess the top 4. Even the top 4 was kind of shady because 2 SEC teams were getting in there, and so now I think it's even now
because of strength of schedule. It if we go back to the old BCS bowl system, which I know a lot of people hate it, but it was off strength of schedule. And if we look at strength of schedule, I mean, a lot of these teams that's in there right now by the grace of God. I mean, Boise State, Arizona State. I mean,
but they did what they were supposed to do. They played some good, consistent football. And, Miami fell off at the end.
We
who else
did.
fell off? Alabama.
Alabama did.
Losing to, who was that last loss? Oklahoma. They got trounced by Oklahoma. It wasn't like it was a 3-point game. They got trounced by them, and they're still upset. Florida State last year. What happened to Florida State last year? I think was fair because,
Wait,
you
why?
lost your quarterback. Huh?
Why do you think that you're undefeated?
You lost your quarterback.
Uh-huh.
And once you lose him, and there was a couple other injuries that they had, they were a total different team without that guy. So for them not to get in, I mean, we saw what happened to them.
I kind of agree with the Florida State thing because it went, but you don't know. You don't even know if you would have made it to the playoffs with a backup.
Yeah, you say that, but we found out.
That was one. Okay, let's put a caveat on that. The Florida State team, some of their starters weren't playing. Some of their year-round starters last year weren't playing. They was like, we're going to get ready for the draft. We're not even worried about that.
So what happened to them this year?
They suck. Bro, they had a quarterback that I don't know, bro. It is what it is. I mean,
they suck this year. I mean, pretty much it was the same thing that came back from last year.
Yeah.
They would have just wasted a bowl game, even though didn't somebody get blown out last year?
Who?
Georgia blew somebody out, didn't they? Or that was the year before with TCU.
That was a TCU. That was a TCU year.
TCU got blown out. Yeah. But
strictly business. I'm with you. Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Trust me too. And whoever y'all hating in the comments, don't hate in the comments.
Last thing, I got to get off of here. But have you seen any Dallas Cowboys fan lately? I haven't seen one. I haven't heard.
You know damn well how Dallas gets when they ain't winning.
Where are they?
Hey, be happy KJ ain't gravitate towards the Dallas Cowboys because that would have broke your heart. Hey, you know how many Philly people? The first time I heard a Philly person say they're a Dallas Cowboy fan, I was like, bro, what? Is that even possible?
We know what type of people they are. I'll leave it at that.
Is that possible? I didn't know that was even possible. Like, what? You from Philly and you like the Dallas Cowboys, but it's kind of a thing. If you like Dallas, you're gonna end up liking LA too. The Lakers. I don't know what that correlation is.
We know what type of people they are. Just ring chasers.
I don't know what's the correlation though between the Lakers being a Lakers fan and being a Cowboys fan. America's team, is that what it is?
Yeah, they chasing the rings. They chasing the. Well, what's funny is I've never really heard that many people say they were Boston fans. Boston has the most rings, but
because Boston, nobody cares about Boston.
I can't say what I want to say, but Lakers. Well, not Lakers. I don't care. Lakers are fine with me because Kobe was there. He was one of my favorites. He's from Philly.
Kev Ferrick says,
Dallas Cowboys.
Ain't no cowboy hats up here in South Philly, cuz.
Especially if you were born in the 2000s, you have no reason to be a Dallas Cowboys fan. Talking all that trash. Like you need to be from 90 and before to be a real, like I believe you Dallas Cowboy fan. If you're 2000s, you're just a rider. I'm gonna just say it that way.
Yeah. But honestly, too, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no Cowboys fan, but because Cowboys drafted a lot of Miami Hurricanes, and they had the former Miami Hurricanes coach, it's just like, I'm just saying it's a correlation.
That's horrible logic.
I'm just saying, Michael Irvin,
you did
Jimmy Johnson,
just some random Miami Heat fan. So
no. I got you. Don't do that. Don't do that because you know why I'm a Miami Heat fan.
Don't be surprised. Y'all heard it here first.
I'm never switching.
This boy start wearing blue.
I'm never ever switch. Hey, look, hold on. Before we go, tell them about the story about the Michael Vick jersey. Hey, listen, guys, listen. I am a diehard Eagles fan, but I was 12 when Mike Vick came to to all the NFL, and it was just pariah. And Kwame was mad as hell at me because it was a school year. He was like, I think we went to champs. You was like, what you want? I'm gonna get you a jersey. Hey, this man, I said, I want that Mike Vick jersey. The Falcons just got a brand new rebrand on the jerseys, and they were fire. And then Mike Vick came out, and Kwame was mad as hell at me. He looked at me crazy the whole ride back home. He was like, you got a Michael Vick jersey? Bro, Mike Vick was fire. He was, bro, I'm sorry.
I mean, nothing against Mike Vick, but I'm an Eagles fan for life. I've never worn any other team's jersey. I'll say that. I
got all Eagles jerseys in here. I got every variation of Eagles jerseys in here.
There is one shirt that I have. It was a Buffalo Bills shirt. I bought it just out of the blue because it looked nice, and I was in the store. But that's the only non-Eagle paraphernalia that I have. One Buffalo Bills shirt. And I'm not claiming Buffalo. I don't even have a Detroit anything.
So how are you talking? You a secondary Detroit fan?
Yeah, I support my wife. That's our hometown.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Well.
But even the people I know in Detroit, when I go there, we go there 2 times a year. They ain't even got Detroit gear. So
yeah, hey, Detroit it's been
they all going shopping right now.
Yeah, they fair weather fans just like Falcons fans. They only on the Falcons. Like, trust me, down here when the Falcons was 6-3, everybody was thinking, "Oh, we going back to the Super Bowl." Soon as we should have talked about that too. I want to talk about it. But guys, I got a show tomorrow. Make sure you tune in that show. We got all the topics there. Minus Kwame, he ain't gonna be here. But I just, I thank him for coming on the show. This is my brotherly love show episode. This is actually pretty fun. You enjoyed it? You know what I'm saying? It was fun, right?
I had a good time with you. We'll do it again one day.
Yeah. You should come on, man. Whenever you got time, we'll do this again. I mean, the chat seems to like it. They love it. You should definitely do this. Let me know next Friday.
I give you some topics.
Next Thursday. What you got?
I'll give you some topics. Once we get there, we'll talk about it offline. This was fun. It was a good hour. Or how long were we on here?
We was on here for a good hour and some change.
That's why I don't like talking to you on the phone. I'll be calling you just to tell you to do one thing, and then next thing you know, we're on the phone for 2 hours. And then we always fight at the end and hang up on each other. At least this time we'll fight at the end and hang up on each other. But
man. Yeah, thank you, Strictly Business. We're gonna try to get this. I'm trying to get him on more often. He fighting it because our conversations need to be monetized. All right, guys. Y'all take it easy. This is the KC Sports Show. And shout out to my brother Kwame. I am your host, KC. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you are watching on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever you're watching us at, we'll be back. Guys, take it easy.